How coy does Reba's fear of trouble others look in Flowers and Young Silk Road season? As the latest episode of Young Flowers was aired, Dilireba briefly lost contact after taking a shower in the morning because she did not pay attention to the group notification that she would set out at 10 noon the next day. She was waiting for her brother Wang Anai and sister Kin Lan. After politely calling the door together, she suddenly realized. Seeing that it was already too late, she had been delayed for nearly half an hour due to a problem with the water heater. When her brothers and sisters came to call her to leave, she had just finished taking a shower and had not had time to clean up. Her first reaction was guilt and she took the initiative. "Help sisters and brothers stop losses in time, you go first and pass behind me." In her words, "I can't affect everyone's itinerary. Besides, my brother, who is a tour guide, didn't make a reservation at the restaurant in advance, so the whole group was depressed because they couldn't have a big meal. If she continues to clean up at the original speed and misses the arranged time, her brother will definitely fall into self-denial again. This is what she doesn't want to see, so she said that." In fact, regarding this matter, from the perspective of passers-by, Reba would feel that Reba is too naughty. How to describe it? It's just a reality show and variety show. Others watch it for entertainment and want to know the most relaxed state of celebrities when traveling. There will definitely be polite humility between people, and even contradictions and conflicts between the previous seniors. Show love when you're in love, and show your personality when you are angry, but when it comes to Reba, there is obviously something going on. After all, everyone else has a lot of joy with each other and is happy to be themselves, talking and laughing openly. Like Kin Lan, even though her voice has become mute, she is still showing off her other side as a funny girl. Her voice sounded very uncomfortable, but she didn't deny herself and still accepted this variety show. On the other hand, Reba was not willing to trouble anyone whenever something happens to her. Everyone was polite, enthusiastic, and considerate of each other. Although Reba was beautiful, the camera showed more of her concerns and low self-guilt, which made the onlookers very uncomfortable. But after thinking about it carefully, Reba's restraint is quite understandable. There are probably two reasons for this. First, personal character. In front of her older sisters, and younger brothers, who may be social or stable, she seems a little shy. Despite this, you can also see that she is trying to express herself and integrate into the big family. In conversations with other people, she always has a smile on her face. It's her attitude. What people with social anxiety fear most is contact with strangers. Although we don't know what the celebrities' private friendships are like, we knew from the first episode that Reba probably didn't have much interaction with other people. Instead, they treated each other with courtesy and politeness. Reba's socially fearful character started from the time when she went to the host's house to experience the exotic costumes, and the others were performing for the camera, but Reba was the only one who was very stiff and awkward, with her restrained performance and awkward smile, which made people think of her. On the red carpet, she covered her chest with both hands, but I have to admire her strong mentality. In fact, I said at the beginning that Reba's joining was a surprise. She has acting skills, good looks, and her works and popularity are her unique advantages among the group. There are all kinds of characters on the screen. The contrast between your interpretation and your personality in real life should not be too obvious. Second, personal understanding. Except for Reba, the other sisters in the show all have the mentality of traveling and having fun, cheerfully facing any problems encountered in the process. Including Hu Zhang-Su, who has always been said by netizens to be an afterthought who always talks more than he does. Mingming said the night before that he and Wang Anai would buy breakfast together in the morning, but early the next morning, Wang Anai bought all the breakfast, and he still pretended to be confused. In fact, the alarm clock didn't even wake me up, and I didn't apologize to Wang Anai who was busy making breakfast for everyone because of this incident. Similarly, Reba's missed messages delayed her from getting up early to clean up. She went out with wet hair that hadn't been dried since she left the house. She refused the breakfast bread because she didn't want everyone to worry about her. Seeing this, it was understandable that she was afraid of causing trouble for others. She thought that the incident in the morning would come to an end. With everyone's unity, friendship and tolerance, Reba got in the car and started putting on makeup. Unexpectedly, after arriving at the scenic spot, I felt depressed for a while, and when asked about it, I started to condemn myself again. If you look purely at the audience's needs for variety shows, Reba's coquettishness is really not worth being magnified and focused on. Her unhappiness also affected everyone's excitement, not to mention that others also responded positively and comforted her as soon as she apologized. In addition, in the show, she had her own explanation for her behavior. Compared to a group of people or even 2 or 3 people, she prefers to walk around alone, so she doesn't have to consider other people's feelings. What she fears is always not taking care of others. It was only at this moment when she explained that I understood her concerns. I don't want to trouble others, and I don't want to be troubled by others. Reba only seems withdrawn and fearful in group life, but when alone, he is magnanimous and fearless. She is a beauty and an independent woman. If she loves his sister, she will ask the show team to do something else.